everyone. Are you a mom that is realizing that forgiveness needs to take place? You know, whether that is forgiveness of forgiving your adult child or someone else in your life, but also maybe it's forgiving yourself. So I want to talk about that today. So my name is Sally Harris, and I am a mom that walked a difficult road with my own daughter for a very long time. And while her life spiraled out of control, so did mine. And so welcome to those of you that are new to my channel. You know, I want to talk about this because this is something I hear quite often from moms, and it's also something that I had to deal with myself. You know, forgiving yourself is something that people tend to do last, right? Maybe you're someone who's able to forgive easily, and that's great, right? Because when you don't forgive someone else, it hardens your heart, right? It doesn't affect that person if you don't forgive them. It affects you, your own heart, and how you move on in your life. But many times what we forget to do is forgive ourselves for the things that maybe we should have done differently or could do differently. And so I just want to encourage you today that if that's you, I want you to take a strong look at that, because forgiving yourself is going to provide freedom for you, right? Again, this is not about the person who wronged you. And in this case, if that's your adult child, right? Forgiving yourself for things that happened when they were younger, for forgiving yourself for getting, you know, if maybe you got a divorce and you look back and you're like, oh, maybe, you know, he really was a good guy and I was just being, you know, immature, or I was at a period in my life, you know, this or that was going on. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I regret getting a divorce. Or maybe you stayed with someone that was toxic and you realized I should have gotten a divorce. Whatever the case may be, all the coulda, shoulda, wouldas is something that we all deal with, right? It's really easy to say, you know, hindsight's 2020, and we could have said, oh, if I would have done this differently or that differently, then my son or daughter wouldn't have gone down this path. Well, that's not always the case, but regardless, I do want you to forgive yourself for those things. Also for the things that were out of your control. Maybe something happened, then you did the absolute best care that you could have for your child. You allowed them, you know, you provided for them the best you possibly could have, loved them, cared for them, nurtured them, and they still went astray for whatever reason. You know, this is not all on you, right? We just like anyone else have to own our part, but we have to forgive ourselves for what we did do, right? And so I just want to encourage you with that today. And I would say the same thing to your child. You know, they need to forgive themselves for their part, but we need to forgive each other, right? We need to be able to forgive each other and be able to move on in a healthy manner, because like I said, unforgiveness it literally will bind your heart. And so that you are unable to love, you're unable to move forward, and be able to actually be happy in the rest of your own life. And so whatever that takes for you, and to really process that and being able to allow forgiveness for yourself, is going to be the best gift you can give yourself. And honestly, to your child. So I hope that helps someone today. If you and I have never chatted before, you can click the link to the discovery call below. And it is not a coaching call, it's a consultation where you and I will talk about, you know, the situation at hand and how it's affecting you as a mom, because that's really where I come in. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a good day.